Hey everyone, what's going on? It is Zach, and today we are going to take a look at Wo-Chien. Wo-Chien is the last ruined treasure Pokemon that we are looking at. We made a video of the other three. If you haven't seen those already, make sure you jump on to the channel and check them out. And if you guys enjoy this content, do not forget to like and subscribe. So Wo-Chien is the one that I don't know where to begin with this one. I do think that it's probably going to end up being used a lot, and it's almost like the most splashable out of the four. Its speed isn't too bad, its defenses are pretty good, its special attack is pretty decent with the fact that it's got a lot of bulk, and I think it has a decent typing, especially if you Terra. So I have a couple different sets, and they are you can take pieces of what you like and see what works. But first off, I have what I'm calling the bulky support. So this is just a puffed up defense, special defense, a little bit in special attack, but Pollen Puff, Leech Seed, Snarl, and Protect. The Snarl is to deal with special attackers because the Tablets of Ruin multiplies the attack by 0.75, so 25% decrease to attacking Pokemon on all the field, and we're not using our attack at all, and so we don't have to invest so much into our defense. So we went with a Calm Nature that benefits the special defense more, so we'll get more out of the special defense, but we do want Summon Attack because it does have a lower attack stat. So we went to the first bump, and if we switch it and make it Sassy instead, no, that's where we were at. Yeah, it becomes more like mid, but you would want something, you'd want probably bold in that case. Yeah, so you would want bold, but I think this isn't too bad to run bold, or what was it, calm. Running it either way would be pretty good. I want to say, like, you want to get the most out of the special defense and just put a decent amount. Like, you could always take out some and add more into special attack, but this is more of a supporting one with the leftovers, the Pollen Puff to do some chip damage and to also heal your Pokemon, Leech Seed to chip down the opponent, Snarl to deal with special attackers, and Protect to take moments to get some Leech Seed recovery. The Terra Water I think is good here because it would deal with any type of fighting type moves at a neutral. It would deal with flying type moves at a neutral and fire type moves at a resisted. So I think the water typing here is pretty good. The next one is more of the bulkier, but it has more offensive presence. So Leech Seed, Foul Play, Giga Drain, Protect. I have the Big Root on here because it can benefit from Giga Drain and Leech Seed, getting a little bit more out of both of those moves in terms of recovery. The Foul Play is there because of the fact that even though it decreases the Pokemon's attack, it does not take that into account with the Foul Play calculation. So Foul Play is always going to do the full damage that it does, even though Tablets of Ruin is going to decrease that attack. So I think that's real beneficial, and you can take advantage of that. And so I have really no attack investment here because this is more of a just like sit and be annoying on the field with Leech Seed and Foul Play, Giga Drain, just trying to get as much recovery as you can in the moves that you do attack. But I would also say that any of these sets, you could probably switch out Snarl here for Ruination if you really want to. We'll look more at that second set, but I think you can also go for a Rocky Helmet here. Rocky Helmet making so physical attacks will do 1/16, so just put them at a downplay where they are just losing more and more every time they attack with Rocky Helmet. But for now, we'll just do big roots and see which one's better. The last one I have is kind of the just solely depending on Leech Seed and Ruination. So I have Leech Seed, Taunt, Ruination, and Protect. Ruination is, like I said before, a Dark type Super Fang or a Dark type Nature's Madness, where it's always going to do 50%. So you get a Leech Seed off and you start taking recovery, and then you just chip down even more Ruination. If it's a setup Pokemon or a Trick Room Pokemon, you can always bring up the Taunt and then the Protect to get some extra recovery back. I think in this case, this Tear Steel isn't too bad because it just adds a little bit more defensive typing. You do have to watch out for those fire type moves, so that's something that you might want to keep in mind. I think that water is probably the best Terra for this that are just grass. I did grass here to get more damage from that Giga Drain and bring more recovery to it. So I think water would be really good here. And I think you can go any spread. I would probably just start out with the 252, 256. This is the spread that I always use for like Bulkymon. So this is what you would see on Dusclops. This is what you would see on Ferrothorn. This is what you would see on Gastrodon. This is where I always start. So I think if you see this, it's kind of like a Ferrothorn. That's how I would use it. And if you want to do it's like a non-body press Ferrothorn. Like if you were just solely going off a Leech Seed, this is the closest thing to their Ferrothorn we're going to get. And it could be even better because you don't have the 4 times weakness to fire. But yeah, Leftovers is really good here. And like I said, on any of them, you could switch out Ruination for Snarl if you want to help support against special attackers. You can switch Leftovers for Rocky Helmet. I think any of these combinations could be good. Like on here, you could switch Snarl for Foul Play if you're more worried about that. Like I said, I think this Mon is the most splashable when it comes to teams. I think this is the one that you're going to see thrown on to teams if they need a Ruin Pokemon, or if they want a Ruin Pokemon but don't know what to run, or they're not building a team around just one ability that the Ruin Pokemon get. When it comes to building around it, you want to look at Pokemon that are special attackers that need that bulk on the physical side. With the lowered attack, Mons with weaker defense are going to benefit here, as special attackers are going to benefit here. So obviously you have the Flutter Mane, Dazzling Gleam, Shadow Ball, just for good damage, and it's also going to be good against those other Ruin Pokemon. So Flutter Mane here is really good to help deal with opposing Ruin Pokemon, but also with its garbage defense and its high special attack, it's not going to get hurt by attack decrease at all. It's only going to benefit from it. The next one I have is Glimmora, and I think Glimmora might be the best partner for a slow playing Wo-Chien team, because you get some Leech Seeds on the field. How do you get rid of Leech Seed? You switch out. What does Toxic Debris do? Puts Toxic Spikes on the field. So if you have Toxic Spikes on the field, you have to basically force the opponent, okay, you can switch out and get poisoned, or you can just sit here and keep taking these Leech Seeds, which I think could be a really good strategy. The defense of Glimmora isn't too bad here, but like I said, Toxic Debris comes into play when it gets hit by a physical attack. So if you can take more physical attacks and you can get more Toxic Spikes on the field, that is always just going to be better for the long-term game. Earth Power, Sludge Bomb, Power Gem, Spiky Shields. The 130 special attack is nothing to scoff at. It's only 5 below Flutter Mane here. So you can do really good damage with Earth Power, Sludge Bomb, Power Gem. Power Gem and Earth Power is going to deal with the fighting types and the flying types that want to do big damage into Wo-Chien. So I think that's really good to support Wo-Chien. The only thing here is that you would need something for, say, fighting types. because if you're bringing a fairy on the field to deal with Wo-Chien, you have Sludge Bomb. Spiky Shield is going to give you a protect and also give you a way to damage the opponent when you're playing passively. And I think the Citrus Berry is okay here. Most people run their Glimmora Scarfed or Specs, and I think here, if you can make it so it takes a hit, I think you're in a good position overall. So as long as you do that, I think you're good. Last one that I think could benefit from Wo-Chien's, what is it, tablets of ruin is Gardevoir. Gardevoir is going to be that fast choice scarfer, Moonblast to deal with the fighting types that want to threaten Wo-Chien, and also opposing ruin Pokemon, Psychic for once again fighting types, poison types like Glimmora, Shadow Ball to deal with things like Gimmighoul, or not Gimmighoul, Goldingo, and Mystical Fire for those steel type mons, and opposing Wo-Chien. So the Choice Scarf here brings it at a 217. So at 217, you are outspeeding non-booster Fluttermane, you're outspeeding non-booster Iron Bundle. Ooh, Iron Bundle's also a good one here. Iron Bundle could really take advantage of the attack drop because it is bulky. It is bulky on the special side, but its HP is kind of meh. So I think Iron Bundle could be a good pick here, but I think these three use it the best. I think here, you'd want to go Terra Steel or something like that. Glimmora. I've seen a lot of people go Terra Fairy or Terra Steel. Yeah, maybe Terra Ground to take advantage of like the extra damage from Earth Power. But I don't think on this, with Wo-Chien, I don't think going Terra Grass and having the Energy Ball is worth it. I think it might be a little different if you were running Choice Specs on this Glimmora. Yeah, I think this could actually be a Glimmora Wo-Chien could be a really good setup for a Dodonzo team. Because just imagine you get Toxic Spikes up, you get Leech Seed up, and you just start hitting things. And once one of these two goes down, you just bring in the Dodonzo. But this is going to be all. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped someone out. Let me know how you run your Wo-Chien. Like I said, this is the one that I have the least experience with. So I haven't tested anything at all with Wo-Chien, but I will get there eventually. This is just a quick look at what I think can benefit from Wo-Chien's ability and how you could start using Wo-Chien to get a better feel of it. Anyways, if you made it this far in the video, I want to say thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Zach. We'll see everyone later.